Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Last time we launched a nice probe. Let's go look at it. Where is the probe? Right over to the Mun. Look at that guy. Come on, let's center on him. Get right in there. There it is, look at it. It's a nice little probe. So brilliant. Okay, so this guy's over by the Mun, meaning that we have actually been to the Mun. We've orbited it. We've succeeded in our first goal. Our next goal, given that I have no experience in landing vessels on planets that happen to have no atmosphere, we're going to launch a probe to orbit Minmus. Minmus is the second moon of Kerbal, so let's get that done. What is this thing? Oh, this is... Oh my lord, look at this thing. This is a Mark II drone core. It has SAS. Oh my lord, this thing is amazing. Look at that. Oh, and look at how big it is. It's large. Wow, okay. So that's what's going to start out our vessel. It looks cool. Look at it. It's amazing. I have never actually seen such a vessel before. Okay, let's go to aerodynamics and see if we can't find a nose cone to work with this thing, because it is strangely shaped. I don't think that's gonna work for some reason. We could put this one on. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. No, that's terrible. That's disgusting. No. Huh. I wonder what's supposed to work with this thing, because it's a very, very strange shape. It's a really strange shape. Let's, anything? Ah, one of these? No, that doesn't make any sense. We could put that on there, but that looks ridiculous. It's a crew cabin. We don't need crew cabins on our vessel. What, are you kidding? Oh my lord. I don't think we can use this thing. I don't see anything that really matches to it. So let's try something else. So we'll use a different drone core. Let's just use this guy. It's a tiny little drone core. Wee little thing. It's disgustingly small. So first off, we need to make sure that we put some solar panels on it, which I believe are under utility. Yes, they are. There we go. We're gonna put 3 standard solar panels on it, just like that. Look at that. And then we'll also put on some extendable solar panels so that once it gets there, it actually looks cool, which is important for any probe. Every single probe you ever launch, I'm just gonna say right now, needs to look vaguely interesting. If your probe doesn't look vaguely interesting, you have failed the science committee, and they will deal with you accordingly. You cannot fail the science committee. The science committee is not happy about that kind of thing. Perhaps we can also put on this guy? That looks weird. I guess we can just throw on one of these dudes right here. Boom. Look at it. That is so off-center. It's ridiculous. There we go. So that'll be its way of communicating with the rest of the world. We'll also want some stability assistance in the form of SAS, which is under pods? Yes, it is. Remote guidance, that's the big one. There we go. Oh, that's... We're gonna have to flip these guys to face upwards so they don't clip through there. I mean, that would be terrible. All of that clipping would be disgusting. Let's have it actually detach at this point, because quite frankly, we don't need to have the SAS on board the vessel once it's in orbit. That's crazy. Which stack separator should we use? That's the question. I say we use this one. Attach it there. Then we'll put the SAS on, and we'll put some fuel directly into here. We'll have some liquid fuel tank Boom. Liquid fuel tank. Boom. And that, of course, like last time, shall be the standard, like, maneuvering thrusters once we actually get to the Minmus, of course, not the Mun. That's crazy. We're not going to the Mun. It's ridiculous. We're going to Minmus. That's where we're going. It's a solid maneuver. So we're going to go to Minmus. Oh, Lord. So once we get there, we'll use this to make a better orbit, just like last time, which was very nice. Last time was great. It was probably my favorite of everything. Just in general. It was amazing. We actually went somewhere and I was happy. It was good. Okay. Next maneuver. We need to put... Where is our fuel? There we go. We need to throw these guys on. Last time... I think we need a bit more fuel to get out to Minmus. Minmus is farther away than the Mun. So, when I say we need a bit more fuel, I mean I'm putting on another one of these jumbo things. And if you don't like it, well, you can leave. You can just light yourself on fire, jump out of a window, make a huge display out of the whole thing, because if you light yourself on fire, generally it's best to make a huge display out of it. Because you generally only get to do it once. I mean, if you don't make a big display out of it, you're kind of missing your chance to really be like, hey guys, I'm here, I'm on fire, I'm ready to take responsibility, and unfortunately I can't take responsibility because I'm on fire and I'm now dead. But I mean, you know, you get the idea of the situation. It's a nice one. Okay, I just took a quick, like, minute break. That's it. I realized that I was rambling completely incoherently. And it's not acceptable to ramble completely incoherently. There has to be some coherence to the rambling. So I'm sorry for rambling incoherently, but it's all better now. I fixed it, I swear. I'm not rambling incoherently anymore, but I am rambling incoherently, so that's terrible. Stupid strut! You strut! You disgusting little strut! Look at it, it's sitting there and I can't get rid of it. There we go. There we go, the strut is gone now. Be gone. I also took off the engines, which is never good. Those are now off kilter terribly. Oh Lord, everything's going downhill. Now it's all fixed now, it's fine. It's fine, we're fine, everything's fine. There we go. It's pretty much a very similar design to the one that we sent to the Mun, except that in this case we've got a much smaller probe, which should mean that we get a lot more distance out of our rockets. Yes, that would be it. Because our previous probe was quite large, it was decently heavy, and this one is not even close to as heavy. I mean, it's so small. It's a tiny, wee little probe, isn't it? Tiny little probe. Perfectly sized, I would say, for the journey that we are about to undertake. Oh my Lord. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when I try to go to Duna again. Because I've gone to Duna, which is Mars, before. And my Lord, that was no easy task. To have to do it again, oh my Lord, it's not going to be easy at all, is it? But people, we shall persevere and we shall make it out to there. I swear to goodness, it will happen. There we go. That should do it. I think that should do it. I don't know. Maybe let's throw a couple... I'm concerned about the speed initially of this thing, that it's going to be very slow because there's so much fuel on here. So I'm taking a risk, throwing on a few thumpers. Oh, those are terribly placed. Like, so disgustingly placed. It's Oh, Lord. That's really bad. Okay, we're gonna put a thumper here. And we're gonna put a thumper up here. And we'll just have them fire at the same time as these guys, and it'll be perfectly fine, I swear to goodness. It'll be fine. Well, no, we should have them detach. We really should. Because once they're out of fuel, they'll just become dead weight. And if they're dead weight on our vessel, it's going to slow us down. And if we're slowed down, we're never going to make it to the Minmus. Once again, we're actually going to the Minmus, not Mun. We've already been there. We don't want to go there again. It's like going to the Taj Mahal for one vacation and then deciding, no, it's our second vacation. How about we go to the Taj Mahal again? And everyone's like, oh, for the love of goodness, are you kidding? We've been to the Taj Mahal 7 times previously. Why are we going to the Taj Mahal again? And the answer is, well, the Taj Mahal is pretty awesome. And they're like, well, yeah, that's true. But on the other hand, can we go somewhere else? Like, I mean, Big Ben is pretty cool too. Why don't we go there? And it's like, you know, Taj Mahal. It's a Taj Mahal. It's a large building. It's exactly where we want to go on a nice vacation. Boom. There we go. That should do. That should do perfectly. This thing looks stupid on a whole new level. I hope it explodes as we launch it. Should explode. Don't you think? Yep, that's a name. Should explode, don't you think? So let's check the staging, because the staging is a bit more complicated on this one. So we want to detach these guys, the struts. Then we want to fire all of these engines at the same time. Good. The second stage should be to detach the outer ones, which it is. And then we detach the inner ones. My God, the sneezes. Oh Lord, the sneezes. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I just had a massive sneezing fit. It was ridiculous. Allergies, people. They're terrible. Anyway, our stupid should explode, don't you think, is now all set to launch. Oh, good Lord, I hope it doesn't explode. Please don't explode, thing. Please don't do it. I don't want you to. Personally, that would be about the worst thing that could possibly happen here. There we go. Okay. SAS is on. RCS is on. Whew. This is either going to spontaneously combust or maybe go somewhere. Well, let's hope for the best. 3, 2, 1, fire off! Oh, good God. I guess it's actually going somewhere then. That's impressive. Now, we've proven in the past that having one of these over another one of these will not cause it to explode. I'm hoping that stands, because if those explode, that's going to be a really bad explosion and completely destroy the entire vessel, which, I mean, we've already said is likely to happen, but at the same time, it would be best if it didn't. I don't want that to happen. Goodbye, rocket. Oh, God. That was impressive. Well, I feel very good about the fact that we didn't blow up in that situation. Don't list to the right. Don't do it. Oh, good Lord. So we did very nearly explode. I will note that. We came very close to it. Our vessel, our engines apparently decided it was a good idea to, you know, detach and then fall back towards themselves. Whew, at least it's a good fireworks display. I mean, if nothing else, it looked awesome. That is something. Okay, we're getting up to 17,000 feet. Let's start to angle our ascent. Let's turn up the throttle on that next engine. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's about to be the detach time. Point of no return! Oh, that was close. Oh, we almost hit our engines. That would have been so bad. It would have been so bad. Okay. Fire off, my dear friends. Fire off, and we shall make it into space once more. We should have disgustingly large amounts of fuel to get to Minmus. Like, absolutely grotesque. It's like first world levels of fuel at this point. What do we got? 138,000 meters? That should do. We will expand our orbit until we get into orbit around Kerbal. Oh, that's only 60,000 meters. Can we move this entire thing just a bit? Yeah, that should do it. So that will be our next maneuver. We'll get ourselves set towards the maneuver. Go for it, SAS. Do your thing. And then we'll have 1 minute to wait before we have to fire our engines. Look at that thing wobble. I don't think it's supposed to wobble like that. Good Lord. Can we get an engineer up here to look at the wobbling on this engine? That does not look safe. That is not supposed to happen, I swear to goodness. At least there's no one actually on this vessel. It's just a probe. Disgusting little smidgen of a probe. Nothing but it. Okay, let's speed it up a bit. Make sure that we get to the node, then we'll burn at the node, and then we'll have to figure out how we're getting to Minmus after that. So it is to be noted that if you're ever trying to get from Kerbal to the Mun or Minmus, it's best to create your orbit on that 90-degree line, because that 90-degree line is also the same line that the Moon and Minmus orbit around Kerbal. Just to be noted. So then your orbit will be on the same plane as both of the other satellites you're trying to get to, which is the Mun and Minmus. And that should make it a lot easier to get into a place where you can actually intersect them. Just saying. Just saying. It's important scientific stuff. It's what we do. Okay. We have another 34 seconds necessary to burn. Man, that orbit is expanding very slowly. Disgustingly slowly. It's like we've got a massive vessel full of disgusting amounts of fuel that we're just burning off. It's ridiculous. Okay. What do we got? We have 8 seconds left to burn. Then we should be in a stable orbit. And that would be nice. We'll be somewhere in the very least. Okay, we should probably stop firing at this point. See what we got? Yep, that is a stable orbit, mates. So we can now take literally forever to get ourselves out to here. Set as target. This shall be our target. So we probably want to shoot ourselves out from the periapsis and then expand our apoapsis. So we're going to be doing a little slingshot kind of thing. Way out to Minmus. I don't want to have an encounter with the Mun. Nobody wants to have an encounter with the Mun. Nobody cares about the Mun. Oh lord, look at that. Is Minmus... Oh yeah, Minmus is at a slightly different angle. Oh, good lord. I didn't know this. Nobody told me. I mean, I guess nobody technically had to tell me at any point, but... I mean, still, nobody told me this. That's terrible. Oh, Lord. And if we do our maneuver from here, the closest point is going to be on the freaking other side of the orbit. Oh, Lord. Let's try and do it from the apoapsis. Add the maneuver. Expand outwards. I think that should do a bit better, because when we were over... Oh, yeah, look at that. That's the closest point. We can definitely work with this. When we were over here, the closest point was we would be here and the Minmus would be over here. And that's just not acceptable. Not acceptable under any circumstances. So let's close this. Okay, how are we going to get closer? Let's pull this thing. I think that slows the vessel. It makes the orbit narrower or something along those lines. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. We now have had an encounter with Minmus along this orbit. Perfect. Get to the maneuver, vessel. I don't want to have to do it. That's terribly annoying. Believe me, it's wretched. Okay. Get over there. It's going to be 23 minutes before the next burn, which is crazy. It's ridiculous. 23 minutes. It's a long, long time. Man, this vessel takes forever to turn around, mate. How's our monopropellant? It's actually doing pretty well. We still have more than half of our monopropellant. Hopefully a good amount in these. Oh, they haven't even gotten into this stage's monopropellant, so that's good. The monopropellant is the RCS fuel, just in case you were wondering. Okay. Oh, Lord. That's going to be a nice orbit, I gotta say. It'll be brilliant. Do the job exactly how we want it to, which is always a good thing, because it's best if things do what you want them to, as opposed to what you don't want them to. Because if they do what you don't want them to, that tends to end pretty terribly with, like, a cat in the blender and your smoothie on the stove. It's terrible. Don't ask either. It's happened before. It was a bad situation. Terrible things happened. We're out of electrical charge. However, I think we're going to get back into the sun's rays not fast enough. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. We're going to open that. When is the next time we get some electrical charge? Come on. We've got a bit of it. We've completely missed our mark because we are out of electrical charge. It's just a matter of time before one of these stable arrays gets into the sunlight. And once that happens, we can eject. We can extend one of our other ones. Oh, good Lord. Again. This happened when we were doing the Mun as well. It was terrible. Oh, Lord. Okay. We're spinning. We are now out of electrical charge. Grand. We're going to turn off the RCS. Let's try... Oh, yeah. Turn off SAS and RCS so that any power we gain, hopefully, will just stay in the vessel. How much power do you need to actually extend one of these panels? Extend the panel. Oh, we got it. It's extending. Yes! It's pointing the wrong direction. Spin around, you panel. Yes, clip through the entire vessel as well, why don't you? Okay, there we go. We're back in action, mates. Unfortunately, that maneuver's not going to work anymore. It's sad. It's very sad, but it's just not going to work. Okay, there we go. So, that will bring us actually to the end of this episode. That's right, is left on a cliffhanger. Will our vessel make it to Minmus? Who knows? I don't know yet. I'm really hoping it does. If it doesn't, I would be quite sad. In the very least, we're on a good track. We've got one of our solar panels extended so that we can actually start getting some energy and not, you know, run out of electrical charge again. But, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, you know what's going to happen next time. We're going to try to get to Minmus with this vessel, and it'll either work or it won't, and if it doesn't, I'll be sad. But, until then, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.